Everybody all right with car parking? Nice and easy, was it? Oh dear. I've just discovered during lunch that I'm sitting next to somebody who loves two TV programs that I love. And I'm really going to show my age now. Last of the Summer Wine and A Wiedersehen Pet. And during lockdown, my confession is I managed to watch every episode of Last of the Summer Wine. And the rule was if I fell asleep during it, I had to watch it again the next night from the start. And it took me the whole, I think something like 8 months, watching it every single day. Drove me mad. 31 series and between 12 and 22 episodes per series. Oh dear, never again. Right, I'd like to thank everyone here and those watching on the live stream. Anybody who wants to watch it can watch it via the Lyme Awards website. One of the things we have here, one of the things I've got to do right at the start is to tell you about the fire exits, because I get in trouble if I don't. So if an alarm goes off, there are 3 fire exits, just go. There's not meant to be any tests, so if I was you, I'd leave as quickly as you can, but I don't think we're expecting it. Before we really get too far into it, I would like to introduce a guest speaker. We're very honoured to have the Mayor of Lyme Regis with us today, and I'd like to invite Councillor Brian Larkham, MBE, to give his view on the awards. Brian, could you join us?
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I get into my few words, it just strikes me as remarkable that here we are in the middle of a hot afternoon in a very busy time of year, and you're here as business owners. I just don't get that. Who's running your business while you're here? Wendy and I are delighted to be here today for the first Lyme Regis Business Awards. We all need, as individuals, to reflect and recognise from time to time on what's been achieved and what we've done and what we've done well. And businesses are no exception. I'm going to lower this a bit, if I may.
Please do.
That's better. And it's very rare for success to just happen. It has to be worked at. The operating environment COVID created couldn't be more challenging. And Lyme's dependency on tourism, hospitality, and its support businesses as its principal employment has been particularly tested. It's to the credit to all involved that the town is enjoying its usual summer influx. And for those of you who've come here today via the town square and the main road, you'll have seen just how many numbers of people there are in the town today. And it's completely ironic that as a byproduct of COVID, visitor numbers to Lyme and the surrounding area are up as holiday travel abroad is severely hampered by the virus itself. Of course, successful businesses never miss opportunities. And the ingenuity many have employed to trade in these exceptional circumstances is varied, often novel, and has in many ways advanced change and adaptive working solutions, some of which will remain as part of the emerging normal. We've become more online and cashless. Hard copy has given way to soft copy, and plans brought to quicker reality. Unless, of course, it's plans for building, but that's a business environment that has a different set of problems. Recent years have required a raised business dexterity and changed customer experience. More of everything last minute, just in time, or confirmed at the 11th hour. As uncertainty reigns, and the only constant being, we're all experiencing the same. It's hard to see where this goes next, other than we continue to adjust as we keep pace with it. Examples of this are the extraordinary speed in which the new vaccines were designed and brought in, the uncertainty of numbers and restriction easing, and the last-minute declarations of new initiatives which no sooner announced than change. We're all grappling with what it means for us as people and businesses, but I'm sure there's a newfound level of resilience and common determination not to be beaten. It's the journey we make and the hope we carry. I stuck my neck out and said in one of Pip's Lyme Online articles at the beginning of last year, when so much was completely unknown, that if Lyme went under, the whole country has already gone under. I still believe that. What's emerged out of this is that the West Country, West Dorset, Lyme, and its neighbouring parts are, if anything, even more popular. And the next 2 or 3 years provides a great opportunity to build on this rediscovery of what our special part of the UK has to offer those who would normally look to foreign parts. We can have them experience what is home and reflect on the absence of airport aggro, flight fatigue, travel torment. We might have to persuade them that sometimes reaching for a cagoule rather than factor 30 isn't the end of the world. And recent hot temperatures, as well as our notorious English showers, does suggest every cloud has a silver lining. As business owners, you will no doubt recognize that we must continue to look to quality before quantity. The quality of Lyme's offering as a destination of choice, and avoid simply focusing on footfall. Understand the want of the holidaymaker, what they bring, what they expect, and what they respect. Then there's the day tripper, their different expectation, and the effect they have on the town and its numbers. And the kind of respective investment both types of visitor make in the town and what it becomes. And as is apt for tourism, there is a direction of travel we must be conscious of and try to influence. Well done to all who've come through the last 12 exceptional months, those who've maintained business and trading and continue to look to the future, even if presently with a challenged optimism, and the part you all play in making Lyme Regis the special place it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. And I'd also like to say I totally agree with what you've said. I can't say much more than that, really, can I? Now, I'd also like to thank the sponsors and supporters. We've got quite a few that have built up over the time that we've been organising the awards. And I'd like to just ask for a short video to be played with some of those sponsors saying, or wishing the entrants every success and talking about the awards. And the first one, who isn't a sponsor, but he's certainly a supporter, is somebody who might surprise a few people, but he did ask and said, would I record him saying something for these awards? So could we have the sponsors and supporters?
I believe in awards. I've been jolly lucky in winning quite a few of them over the years. And I can tell you there's absolutely nothing like it when yours is the name that is called out, because normally you've set your face in an expression that shows what a good choice. I don't mind a bit that it's not me. And of course, when it is you, you suddenly realize how false that was. You bounce out of your chair like something made of elastic. But the fact is, we like to be praised by our peers. We like our equals in whatever business you're in to tell you you're doing a good job. We enjoy that, and it makes us feel good. And I'm all in favor of it. And this whole experience teaches you that you're part of something worth belonging to. And I believe that. So thank you very much for listening.
I'm Francesca Evans and I'm editor of the Lyme Online website and newspaper. We're really proud to be supporting the first ever Lyme Regis Business Awards. Local traders and businesses have had a hugely challenging 12 months, with many having to close doors, change and adapt services to meet the needs of the community during the pandemic. Now it's time for us to give something back, and that's why Lyme Online is getting behind this new award scheme, which will celebrate the best of local business and give traders a reason to celebrate this summer. To all the nominees in the first ever Lyme Regis Business Awards, we wish you the very best of luck.
I'm delighted as Mayor to support the Lyme Regis Business Awards. Lyme is a small town of independent traders interspersed with a few national chain outlets. And there have rarely been a more demanding time to run a business. And whether new or established, the challenges COVID restrictions has placed on them tests even the most robust organisation and enterprise. The nature of seaside businesses and the changing trend towards online trading has also added to the pressures, all of which has called upon raised adaptability and changes to the more traditional ways of working. In some businesses, it will have meant new product lines, a revision of service, and a reprofiling of the business. I'm pleased that the initiative and ingenuity, commitment and hard work is captured and recognised in this awards scheme. And I hope it all helps towards the sustainability of our local businesses and the employment they provide.
Hi, Highgos Insurance are a large insurance broker in the southwest. We deal with personal lines insurances, which could be your household, your motor and travel, if we're permitted. Alongside commercial, we range from your smaller businesses with tradesmen and shops. We specialise in cafes, restaurants and pubs, along with some farming as well. We have specialists here that deal with farming insurance, along to your corporate bigger businesses. We are proud to be sponsoring the Lyme Regis Business Awards for the first year. We are sponsoring the Retail Business of the Year category. And we'd like to wish all the nominees that enter really good luck for this year.
Hello, my name is Gavin Dixon. I'm the Managing Director of Gavin Dixon Finance Solutions Limited. At Gavin Dixon Finance Solutions Limited, we specialise in asset-based finance for businesses. So we're in a position to finance anything from cars to tractors to lorries to engineering equipment, kitchen refits, anything that physically is an asset. We can basically find finance for you to help ease your cash flow. So I'd like to thank everyone who has entered the Lyme Regis Business Awards this year. The best of luck and all the best for the future.
Hi everybody, my name is Shelley Collins-Trevitt and I am the Programme Delivery Manager at Dorset Growth Hub. Dorset Growth Hub is a business support organisation providing fully funded business support to small and medium-sized enterprises at all stages, from startups to growth businesses across the county. And I wish all the entrants every success.
Hello, my name's Dave Hilton. Together with my wife Trish, we've been running Homebush Cafe here in Lyme Regis for 10 years now. And as a celebration of that 10 years, we wanted to get behind the Lyme Business Awards scheme. We decided that we would sponsor a rising star. Lyme has been very good to us business-wise, and we want to encourage the next generation of business people, entrepreneurs, or just good employees who might just need recognition for the day-to-day work they're doing.
At NFU Mutual West Dorset, we're delighted to be one of the sponsors of the first ever Lyme Regis Business Awards, celebrating the promotion and range of local businesses. Our own office is a short distance away in Bedminster, but we do visit many businesses in Lyme Regis, acting as trusted advisor and providing quality insurance cover. With our roots set firmly in the British countryside, we decided to sponsor the Arts, Crafts and Artisans Business Award category. It's a category that showcases a diverse range of skills and creative adventures. And so, as an example, if you're an individual creating beautiful works of art from a studio in a garden shed, or perhaps you have a unit in an arts and crafts centre, perhaps producing and selling ceramics, or maybe you handcraft artisan goods such as bread, wine or cheese. Well, this award category is one that we're delighted to support, and it's for you. Thanks for watching, and good luck to each and every one of the entrants in these inaugural Lyme Regis Business Awards.
I think that's the end of it. Yep. Now moving on to the awards and who has won. A few comments that we've had from the judges. What struck the judges most was the range of businesses that had entered. And that's exactly what we want to showcase by these awards. The awards, these awards are not an excuse for a party. That's why we've held them at lunchtime. We want the focus to be on promoting local business. Overall, we had 89 entries for these awards, and somewhere in the region of 50 different businesses entered. So it shows, it just, somebody's actually said to me today, I didn't realise Lyme had 50 businesses. Well, it did. I can confirm that. And that all of those are much higher than we expected. The awards website that went online around 6 months ago has already had 600 viewings, and that's expected, because of this live streaming, to grow to between 7, 8, maybe 850 by the end of this month. The award's social media presence with its own Facebook page has helped even further. Now, what I would like to do just before we get down to the awards is just explain how the judging worked. I've been involved in awards in the past where you get a group of judges in a room and one of them influences everyone else. They push their own people. We did not want that to happen. So what we brought together was a group of 7 independent judges. Now, those judges do not know who the other judges are. That's the interesting thing. They are all local people. They are people based in this area, most of them in business. And the way we did it, we encouraged businesses to enter. We encouraged people to nominate businesses. It's actually feasible that somebody could have even won a category they didn't even enter because they may have been nominated for it. We had 7 judges, as I said, and the way it actually worked is each judge was sent a copy of each entry and a voting form. And for each entry, they could vote up to 100 points or 100 marks for each entry. So 7 judges, there were 700 marks or points, whatever you want to call them, that were available. And the reason we did that was to make sure that we didn't get a tie, because when you're dealing with such large numbers, it's much less likely. Having said that, when the judges sent in their votes, they were just put into a spreadsheet automatically, and it added up who the votes were. And some of them, with each of the categories, as we're announcing them in a moment, we'll tell you a little bit about the number of entries and the way that voting went, because it was exceptionally high, the number of people that, or the number of votes that were being given. The quality of entries was very, very high. We've actually got some that are almost a tie as well. So that's really just how the whole thing has worked up to now. It has given us a set of winners. I know who the winners are, but I don't think anybody else does at this moment. So now on to the awards. I'd like to invite Philip Evans to join me of Lyme Online. He's finishing his coffee, but he's about to as each category comes up, I'll actually give a little bit of background, as I say, and Philip will actually arrange, or will call the sponsors and the winners to the stage. So let's start with the first category. It's cafe, pub and hospitality. The comment in this category was, or one of the points of this category, is it had one of the highest number of entries out of the lot. It was one of the most popular categories for getting entries in and nominations. And 2 stood out. That's as far as I'm going to say. Philip, over to you.
Thank you very much, Nigel. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence today. Now, the award for the best cafe, pub or hospitality is an easy one because it's actually sponsored by Lyme Online. And those of you who read Lyme Online will know that eating out is one of our favourite pastimes. And my daughter Francesca, who you've just seen on screen, gets invited to all the openings of the new restaurants. And Lyme is very much a foodie's paradise now. And people come to this town just because of the quality of the cafes, pubs and restaurants that we have. And we recognise what a difficult time it's been for you in the last 18 months. And also now with we've been pinged, or a few people who are coming today have been pinged and have not been able to arrive to take part today. And we appreciate how difficult it's been for the hospitality trade. 75% of our business comes from the hospitality trade. So that was one of the reasons why we wanted to sponsor this. So without further ado, I'll open the gold envelope and announce the winner. The winner of the Best Pub, Cafe, Hospitality is Tom's Restaurant from the Marine Parade.
Thank you very much for your votes. This is amazing. We've had a tough start this year, opening in December, shut in, doing dinner boxes, everything, and reopening. And it's fantastic. As a family business, we've kind of taken on a new family in our staff, and they're all part of the team in the mission now, and we love the town. And everyone supported us, and we're so grateful for this. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. We were fortunate to be invited to their opening night down on the seafront. Wonderful position with great views over Lyme Bay. And I have to say, it was the best steak I've ever had. Now, I've munched my way through a few herds in my time, and it was a magnificent meal that we had. And those of you who have not tried it, I can fully recommend it. The next one we come to is the Best Independent Business. This is sponsored by Hygo's Insurance Services. So if a representative of the company would like to come up and announce the winner.
Oh, and Philip, can I just add, this has the highest number of entries, this category.
Small. I always knew I was small, but this makes me feel smaller. We're really pleased to be sponsoring this award. It's the independent businesses that make Lyme unique, so I'll get straight to it. And the winner this year is the Pop-Up Kitchen.
That supports the Pop-Up Kitchen and everybody who's been at the Pop-Up Kitchen. There's quite a few of you here, so thank you.
Pop-Up Kitchen is quite a unique situation at the top of the town, and you can see that Ali's in her white. She's done the catering today and is doing some fantastic work in this town, and has done during the period of lockdown by being a part of the community support group, and has been using the kitchen here at the Woodmead Halls to prepare meals for those elderly and infirm who are now unable to get out, and indeed is still doing so. So, Ali, you and your team, thank you very much and congratulations. Green issues are very important in Lyme Regis now, and the Town Council now has its own special committee, and the next award for the Best Green Business has been sponsored by Lyme Regis Town Council. We're very grateful for that, and ask the Mayor if he would come up and announce the winner.
Sorry, can I just add with that one, Philip, that there's only 5 points separated the top two. That's out of 700 votes.
I'm pleased to hear too that there was only so few votes between so many, so that does show you that there is an investment in going green, so well done. And the winner is Go Eco Cabs.
It'll go away, girl. My, go away, girl. My, go away, girl. My, go away, girl. Hey!
We're so excited to win this. We only started the business last year, just 6 weeks before lockdown. So it was an interesting time to be starting. But luckily, because of lots of very loyal local clients and all the visitors to Lyme, we've been able to thrive over the last 18 months and expand the business as well. Green issues play a really important part in our lives and are really important to us, and especially because we give a donation of our earnings to the Word Forest organisation, local charity in Lyme, and our donations have helped plant 440 trees. So we're helping to reduce emissions on a global level as well as local. So this really means a lot to us. Okay?
No, thank you. Thank you for anybody that voted. I'll take the onus off you now.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been absolutely great. We've had loads of support, which is brilliant, and we love what we do. We meet really great people, so yeah, we'll keep it going. We'll keep on expanding and doing what we do.
And can I just say thank you to our twins, Ben and Charlotte. Ben said, can you say something, Mummy, if you win it? They clean the cars occasionally, so we really appreciate their help. So thanks, kids.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
The next category is new business. This is sponsored by Gavin Dixon from Finance Solutions. I understand that Shelley is going to come up and present this.
And while Shelley's coming to the stage, this one, the winner in this category was boosted by the number of nominations from their customers. So a lot of people got nominations right across all categories, but this one was really boosted by them.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm not Gavin Dixon, as you can probably tell. Nigel nabbed, I was late because I couldn't find anywhere to park, and I'm in the park and ride, funnily enough. And Nigel nabbed me on the way in, and I think because I was late, he said I've got to present another award, because we are sponsoring one a bit later on. So, okay, so the New Business Award. I wish we'd sponsored this one, actually, because my role at the Growth Hub is supporting startups. So this would have been quite a nice one for us to have sponsored in the first place. I think any business that's survived the last 18 months has done, incredibly well. And for anybody that started a business in the last 18 months, if you can survive this, you can survive anything. So let's have a look who the winner is. It's the Monmouth Pantry.
We obviously started the business just last year. We were a restaurant before. Thank you so much to Lyme and all our customers to supporting us and welcoming us. I guess our staff, which are awesome, and all our suppliers around us who grow amazing things and make amazing cheese. My business partner, Annie, just gave birth to twins, so she can't be here. But I would like to say thanks to her and thanks to Maria and Florence, which they are her twins, for making us work harder and better. Thank you.
The Monmouth Kitchen is one of the new businesses to launch during this difficult time. So it's really gratifying to see how successful they've been. So we wish you every success in the future. And now to the best service provider. This is sponsored by accountants Thomas Westcott.
Philip, can I add for this one? This is actually the category as well that had the highest number of nominations. So whoever it is.
Yeah, done very well.
Yes. Yes, you got there. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We are really pleased to be here to support, well, at the heart of what we do as accountants is providing good service to our customers. So I'm sure whoever's won today is a really worthy winner. People have had to adapt, survive, be really resilient. So to be able to deliver a good service in these difficult times has been really incredible. So well done and good luck to everyone. So without further ado, the winner is the Lyme Laundrette.
I was born to be a rock star. There's a girl in the treetop looking at the stars, waiting for a touchdown coming in from Mars, thinking, is there anybody out there? There's a boy thinking of her playing his guitar, searching for the answer.
Do you want me to say it for you?
Yeah, thank everybody. Yeah.
Right. This is wonderful, this award, because it goes to a local family-run business for how long?
18 years.
18 years. They operate from what used to be the school canteen next to the primary school, where Rita and I both went. And it's a truly wonderful service that they provide, not just for the local people, but particularly for the local hotels at their laundrette. So we're really proud that you've won this, and thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thanks.
I was born to be a rock star. There's a girl in the treetop looking at the stars, waiting for a touchdown coming in from Mars.
Right, the next category is Restaurant of the Year. And Nigel, how did the voting go on that?
Right, voting for this, this is a judge's comment. What a great standard of entries we had in this category. The category marks, in fact, were extremely high, and the entrant in second place was just 5 points behind the winner. And that's on very, very high marking. So even if somebody hasn't won this one, they deserve to.
Well, I spoke earlier about Lyme being foodie's paradise, and there's so many great restaurants in and around the town, and it's sponsored by Dorset Growth Hub, please.
So this is the one that I was really here to sponsor. Restaurant of the Year, yeah, I was really pleased to be sponsoring this one because as you can probably tell, I do like my food. So I love the fact that lockdowns are finished. I can actually go out and eat, and I've heard such fantastic things about so many places in Lyme. So I'm really interested to see who's won this one. Let's have a look. Millside.
Well, unfortunately, the owners of the Millside can't be here because they were pinged and they're in isolation. They are so sorry about this, to miss what would have been a great occasion for them. And I had to ring them first thing this morning to tell them that they'd won this competition, this category. And the Millside is down by the town mill and is proving to be extremely popular. And so unfortunately owners can't be here, but great friends of theirs, John Golding has come along to accept it on their behalf.
Thanks. As a common theme going through this afternoon, obviously how difficult COVID has proved for the business the last 18 months. I know Tom mentioned it and Pip mentioned it as well, is that for the guys at the mill side, you know, they started like you did, Tom, just before the lockdown. They took over. They had a fantastic launch, and everything stopped. So with COVID and the fact that they're up against such fantastic places to eat in the area, I know that they wanted me to convey to you today how proud, humbled, and absolutely delighted they are to have won, given the challenges that they've faced. So thank you to everyone who voted for them, and I would be glad to pass this on to them.
This is another easy one for me. It's Best Customer Service, and it's sponsored by the Halls. Those of you who may not been in here before, this hall is run as a community centre, and you can see all the technology that we have. I think it's one of the best community halls in Dorset, and it's run purely voluntarily, and is used virtually every day of the week for various events, and this is a real community hub. And I'm chairman of the Woodmead Halls Management Committee, so it falls to me to actually announce who the winner is.
I'm sorry, Philip, with this one. Joint highest number of entries, and just 30 points separated the top 4.
Right. And the award goes to Fit Again.
Hi, yeah, as everybody else, the same thing. COVID rocked the leisure world completely. We started just before real COVID, about a year before, so we were just getting going. What COVID actually did for us was realise our clients are absolutely everything to us. Everything we do is for them. So we started to provide free fitness for everybody during COVID. We just went out to people's houses when we could. We went in fields, we went everywhere and did everything. We also went online. We got picked up by London. I'm ex-military, so I'm pretty much an expert in small spaces fitness, being on ships. So we got called for advice for actually England. So actually out of COVID, we just grew and grew and grew and became a bigger business. And now, just today actually, we just announced that we're opening a gym. So we've just got permission now to say we're opening a gym. We're building it ourselves. And it's going to be eco as well, going down the same lines. Very exciting times for us. And thank you very much.
Great to hear of a business doing so well in these difficult times. The next award is Tourism Accommodation Award, and it's sponsored by Lyme Bay Holidays, and I understand Elaine is going to receive the award for them.
I'm sorry, just to say on this one, and it sounds like a record, doesn't it? Another close one, just 10 points separating the top 2 in this one.
Tourism is so important for Lyme, so this is a big award. I'm just going to let you know. The winner is Jurassic Foot Golf.
Thanks, everyone. I think the last time I won something was probably at sports day in junior school, so to win something now when I'm nearly 40 is pretty cool. Jurassic Foot Golf was pretty much started because of my eldest boy, who's mad into football. Me and my wife took him to go and play foot golf for his birthday party, and at the end of it, I said, "Do you think Daddy should set up a foot golf course?" And he said, "Yeah, do it, Dad, do it, Dad." And that's where it started. So I went onto eBay, 60 quid mower, a few bamboo poles, and a field. And there we go, Jurassic Foot Golf was created. We're now into our 3rd season, plenty of repeat business, people travelling from quite a distance to come and play as well, holding some regional competitions. So it's going great guns. So to now have this award as well, to be acknowledged for the efforts is brilliant. So thank you very much.
Well, if you never tried this, have a go. Soon after opening, Francesca and I went up. I'm a fanatical football supporter, but haven't played, obviously, for a number of years. And I used to play with the mayor as well. And it's really good fun. It's kicking a football into a big hole, which suits me much better than golf. So it's great fun. They've got a little clubhouse there where you can arrange to get refreshment, etc. Very good for parties, particularly for kids. So well done. Right, the next category is arts and crafts and artisans, and that's sponsored by NFU Mutual.
Sorry, just to say on this one that this category had the highest average score of any category. And the average overall winner per judge got the average overall entry had 85 points from each judge.
Lovely, thanks. Good afternoon. And on behalf of NFU Mutual Bedminster, West Dorset, we thought we'll choose a wide category of entrants. So the arts, crafts and artisans open to so many different types of businesses. So it's going to be interesting who's inside this envelope. Shall we see who it is? Yeah. So the winner of Arts, Crafts and Artisans is the Town Mill. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much. We're a little bit in the corner of Lyme, and a lot of people say that we don't know that we're there, but we're doing our best to get out there. As everybody said, COVID has been very difficult, but this actual area of Lyme exists because of its volunteers and its mini artisans, and it's growing and growing stronger every day. And just thank you.
And the next category is for the town's rising star. And I would imagine, Nigel, that there was a bit of competition for this as well.
It does. In this category, two of the judges, not known to each other, remarked that all entrants deserved to win. I think that, sorting that one out wasn't easy.
And this is sponsored by the Homebush Cafe.
It's gone very quiet.
Yes, we decided that we'd like to sponsor this particular category, having had a business in town for 10 years now. And we've had a lot of young people who've actually helped us run our business. And we felt that it was only right that we should give something back to young people, hopefully, or rising stars of any age, depending on who's won. So the rising star is Harriet Mansell of Robin Wild and Riot.
It looks like we have nobody from Robin Wild here, so we'll arrange to get this presented. But perhaps, Mr. Mayor, you'd like to receive it on their behalf. Robin Wild is a new restaurant in Silver Street.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll say something on their behalf, if I may. Rising stars are the things of the future, obviously, and this is a very welcome award, I'm sure, and will be well received by the recipient, and hopefully will encourage others to do the same. So best of luck to that rising star.
And now we come to the last category in the awards. It's for community support, and that's sponsored by the Pilot Boat, and I think Tim is going to come and receive it on their behalf.
Sorry, just on the voting with this one. I'm going to say it again. The judges actually said that this one, every entrant deserved to win because of what they've done for the community.
So, community support, sponsored by the Pilot Boat. On their behalf, I'm going to read the winner. And the winner is Lyme Bay Ladies.
Expecting to win, let alone have to say something, but just to thank everyone that voted, but also my members. There's 2,800 of us now online chatting and supporting each other, and I'm so lucky that Lyme Bay Ladies is actually my passion, not just my business. So I started it really to bring local people together for friendship as well as business networking, and it's just grown and grown. And over COVID as well, having to stop all the network, face-to-face networking, all the workshops, all the things that we were doing, and take it online. The support we had by moving it onto Zoom has been fantastic, but I know everyone's itching to get back to face-to-face. So thank you very much for all your support.
Yeah, nice to see you on the ball, Francesca. Before we have one final award, but before announcing it, Nigel just wants to say a few words, I think.
Yeah, one of the questions I've been asked is, how did you decide on the overall winner? Well, what we did was each judge, after putting their votes in, was also asked to vote for their first, second, and third out of all the entrants. It didn't necessarily even have to be a winner within a category. It could be their personal view. And if you got a third place from a judge, you got 10 points. The businesses that got a second place got 20 points, and businesses that got a first place got 40 points. So as all the judges, all 7 judges' votes came in, we were able to see the one that the judges overall felt was the overall winner. And that's how we got there.
Okay, thank you. Right, so this is a big one. Virtual roll of drums, of course. This is sponsored by Lyme Online. It's the Principal Business Award, and as well as the certificate, we're giving a voucher to the mill side for one free page of advertising in the Lyme Online, which also goes free on our website. And that could be a full page, 2 half pages, or 4 quarter pages. The value of that is £125 for either to be used by the business or donate it to their favourite charity. And the winner is the Millside. You can imagine how disappointed the owners are that they're not able to come and pick up this award. As I told you earlier, I spoke to them this morning, and they just couldn't believe that they'd won one of the categories, let alone the major award. But we're very proud. John is going to represent them, but we're very proud that a member of the family is here to witness it and can be in the photograph, and that's 3-year-old Darcy. So say thank you to that. Well done. It's a good girl. So, thank you. You can do that as well. Okay. Yeah, please do.
Two awards, one speech. Oops. It's wonderful to have Darcy here because John and Georgina wanted me to sort of say a few words on their behalf, and I've got a few notes down here, but I can paraphrase it for you. Is that when they left their past jobs, armed forces and in catering, they decided to look for somewhere on the south coast to principally find somewhere wonderful for Darcy to grow up. And they chose Lyme Regis, and they are absolutely delighted that they did choose Lyme Regis. Firstly, because they were able to put together the best team they could possibly imagine having. And both awards today, they want to dedicate to their team. What they've done is created more, not just a team who turn up and do a shift, is a family. And anyone who's eaten there, and anyone who knows about the place knows that it's not just about the food, it's about everything else that comes with it. So they are absolutely delighted to have this award on behalf of the team. They're delighted for what you guys have put together as well, because it really, Lyme, as you mentioned earlier on, Pip, Lyme is now on the foodie map. For those who don't know me, I used to have a restaurant in Lyme a few years ago, and it's at the start of that journey that has now got places like Tom's, places like the Millside, Swim, all these new places have opened up, and people are coming to the town to enjoy what we've got. The third thing is the community. I mentioned earlier on about the COVID situation, and as with a lot of businesses, it opened and then COVID hit. They really had to rely on the community, because they turned their offering into, well, we would cook this for you if you turned up, but you can't turn up. So what we'll do, we'll bring it out to you at home, and with all the instructions and all the ingredients, and you can do it at home. So they managed to find their own route through. But if it wasn't for the community, that couldn't have happened. And if you haven't guessed by now, I'm not from Lyme Regis either. And I know what it's like to come into a town like this. And we've got a business at the top of town, and we feel very much part of the community as well. So they are absolutely delighted, as I said. They are totally humbled by the whole experience. And this just proves that the decisions they took two and a half years ago on behalf of Darcy have really paid off. So thanks to everyone who supported them. Okay. Thank you.
That's one for the family album, isn't it? Well, that brings us to the conclusion of the very first Lyme Business Awards. And Lyme Online wanted to be involved in this, and we're delighted that Nigel gave us the opportunity of being the media partner. And now Nigel and I go back quite a way, when we both worked in London, and when we were both a good deal slimmer than we are now, I have to say.
More hair.
And when he contacted me and asked us if we would like to get involved, we jumped at the chance, because we need to support the businesses in Lyme Regis, because if you go under, we go under. And it's important that we can promote Lyme as a vibrant town from a business point of view, so that we send the message far and wide. And you may think that Lyme Online is a small operation. It is, basically. We put out the paper every fortnight, 4,000 copies. But if you go in the paper, if you take an advertisement in the paper, you go free on the website. And the website, we receive around about 400,000 hits every year, which is remarkable for a small town. And I believe that, and I've been in journalism for 55 years and worked in all sorts of newspapers, not only here, but in London and all over the world. I actually believe that Lyme Online provides a unique coverage of a very small town. The days of small towns having the name of the town on a newspaper on the front page are long gone, I'm afraid. So we've tried to embrace both sorts of media, the press and also the website. The press, because Lyme has quite an elderly population, and they do like to have a newspaper. But that newspaper also goes online as a digital format, and has followers from all over the world. Expats contact us and say how much they like to read about their hometown. And hopefully, with the support of the town, we can continue it. It's a non-profit community project that we can keep it going for many years. And I look after the business side of it and write a few columns to upset the council occasionally. Well, weekly, probably, Mr. Mayor. And, but it's edited and written primarily by Francesca, who does a wonderful job and also immerses herself in the community life of Lyme Regis. So, Nigel, we'd like to say thank you for involving us and thank you for organising these awards. I hope they go from strength to strength. Nigel has similar awards in virtually every town in Dorset, which have been going for some time, and also he's crossing the Devon border and doing one in Axminster later in the year. So it's been a privilege to be part of this ceremony, and we thank you for being here this afternoon, and we wish you all well in the summer ahead. We know how busy it's going to be for you. But Lyme, you helped to make Lyme what it is today. And as the Mayor put it so well, that Lyme is a very special place, not just for those who are fortunate enough to live here, but people that come to Lyme year after year with their grandchildren and growing up with their own children, etc., etc. For many people, Lyme is a unique and wonderful place, and it's their dream to actually live here. So in this room tonight, you're all winners, and I hope that you continue to win forevermore. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Philip. I was actually going to say to Philip that I'd like to thank him for being my own little Debbie McGee during the presentation. And if you've seen Philip's legs, you wouldn't want to.
Listen, in 55 years in journalism, I've been called a lot worse than that. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Mayor?
One thing about, you've seen the photos being taken, the photos will be on the awards website by the end of the week, so you just go on there, click on the photo and it will blow it up for you. And if anybody wants a copy sent to them, just go to the email address at the end of the website or contact Philip or Francesca and we'll send you copies of the photos. And I'd like to thank Francesca for taking them, much appreciated. Also, I'd like to thank the team at Woodmead Halls, Ali and her team for the catering, fantastic. The judges, the sponsors, the supporters, and most of all the entrants, and of course the winners. The awards, as I've said, have been streamed live. They are available to watch again, so you can go and see yourself if you've been a winner coming up on the stage. And once it's over in a few moments, by I think it's around tomorrow sometime, it will actually be a video on the website, so you can watch it all over again. How lovely. And now one last announcement. Due to the interest and the outstanding support of the awards, which has really been fantastic, we plan to make this an annual event. And is the slide, there it is. That's the date for next year's awards. We're already planning it, we're working on it. It may change by a few days, but not very much. We've checked school holidays so we don't clash with them. That's the provisional date that we're working to, but the awards are certainly happening next year. And please enter again, and we hope to see you again. And that's it. Thank you very much.